Namaste.
Yes.
Very
please.
good evening, one and all. My name is Nalai Nayagam, Senior Manager Quality from Oerlikon Balsas Coating India Limited, Chennai. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360 Foundation episode LC0206. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDG. Our mission is to invite 1,000+ leaders and create 1 million leaders. Every Wednesday, we come together from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 IST on Zoom Live to gain insights from top management leaders. And last week of the month from authors, and once every quarter, we take it offline in different cities to network, support, and grow together. Because at Leaders Connect 360, we strongly believe that leaders create more leaders. Today, we have our guest speaker, author of the month, Dr. Shanker Viswanath, leadership and business coach. In conversation with our panel discussion leader, Ms. Priya Sandeep, corporate trainer and motivational speaker. Before we kick off the episode, a quick reminder, please keep your videos on for engaging experience. First-time visitors, check out WhatsApp, Facebook, and LinkedIn links in the chat box to stay connected and grow with us. This episode is being recorded for our community archives. Now, let's set the energy high. If you are excited and ready for impactful session, drop a thumbs up or smiley emoji in the chat box. Fantastic. And before we go, let me introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Shankar. Let me also introduce Ms. Alagu Lakshmanan, founder Alice Well, who will be interacting with our guest alongside our panel discussion leader, Ms. Priya Sandeep. Without further delay, let's get started. Over to Ms. Alagu, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nellai. A warm welcome to you, Mr. Shanker Viswanath, and all the other leaders present here. It's an honor, and I'm so humbled to be here as a moderator. Sir, if I remember right, I've been connected to you on LinkedIn through your one of a very insightful post that you had shared on a WhatsApp group. Since then, I've been following you whenever I'm active on LinkedIn, and you're one of an eminent personality I look up to, sir, especially being in the coaching industry, and it's an honor to be here with you and looking forward to more insights from your book. So carry over to Priya. You can take it forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alagu. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dr. Shankar. Happy to have you here. We're all excited to get your insights and experience to step up through your book, The Step Up Advantage. Let me start with the first question for the day. as every author, what was that inspiring moment, that defining moment that made you write this book, and what deep need in the business owners' lives were you trying to address through your book?
All right. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for having me here. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be here and address all of you. I'm humbled actually by this experience. So, what happened during pandemic? Can anybody say what happened during pandemic? Somebody like me with about, say, 29 years of corporate experience, and when was that? About 2020 it started?
Yes,
Yeah.
20.
By then, exactly. By then, about 6 to 7 years of training experience suddenly felt absolutely helpless because offline trainings had come to an halt. So what do we do? I mean, I have left the industry about 6, 7 years ago. So all that knowledge is gone, drained. Not that it is gone completely, but it is drained. And if you are not in the corporate for about 6, 7, 8 years, nobody is going to look at you again. And trainings offline completely closed. So we sat as a family and we started looking at our bank balance and everything and said, what will happen if nothing comes to us over the next 1 year or so?
Yeah.
And that was scary. So what do you do? And that's where I started learning a little bit about online training and how do you facilitate and things like that. And then what I learned in that process is that getting business need not necessarily incur marketing and advertising expenses. Now, I did that over the next 2 years. Whatever I did, I mean, whatever little I knew, I used Canva, I used a lot of other things, and I created posters. I put it in Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. And by God's grace, at the end of the third month of pandemic, I got 5 people to do emotional intelligence program. And by the time pandemic got over, which was in early 2022, I had trained more than 4,000 people only in emotional intelligence. So that got me to think that here is a model which can be used by small and medium entrepreneurs to actually create and gain more business. And in 2023 end, my wife underwent a total knee replacement in her left leg. And so again, I was back to square one, no more trainings. For the next 6 to 8 months, I have to be with her. I have to, help her. I was the key and car of the family, literally. So a lot of time in hand. And that's where the step up advantage came up. So step up is an acronym which stands for strategies, tactics, evaluations, and principles to upskill and progress. That's exactly what I did. So I thought, why not convert it into a book and share it with the world at large? And the need is small business owners think that they need a lot of marketing expenses to grow their business, which is a myth. You don't need it. And that's what is addressed in this book. So that is the need, Priya, if you were to ask me that the struggling entrepreneurs, the struggling business owners, struggling business leaders, I would say, how do you help them with something which can increase their business without incurring marketing and advertising expenses to a large extent? So that was the need.
Yes, yes, sir. Like every challenge gives us an opportunity, and of course, everybody would appreciate the challenges faced during pandemic. And today, many of us have reached milestone because of those challenges, and you have made that useful in a wonderful way, and you have given the whole world a wonderful, I would say, a marvel. Actually, I was coming to that what you were talking about, the unlocking 2x business growth without spending heavily on marketing and advertising. I was coming to that question. Is that truly possible? How is it truly possible that to, like you said, for small entrepreneurs?
So we'll break it up into, for want of time, we cannot go deep into the book, but I'll take you through the first 3 or 4 steps which are essential to do so that you reach that stage. Okay, so How many of you here are into business? You can type B in the chat box if you are in business. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. At least 4, 5 people here out of the 15 or 13 are in business. How many of you are in corporates or freelancers? You can put C or F in the chat box. Yeah, so there is B, there is C, there is F, everybody. Great. Now tell me, what is the biggest challenge that you face as a business owner? One of the biggest challenges. You can type in the chat box or you can unmute and talk. What is the one biggest challenge that you face as a business owner or as a freelancer?
Getting clients.
Marketing, getting clients. Yes, absolutely. Marketing, that is a great answer. Getting clients.
Even after getting clients, retaining
Sustaining,
clients.
yeah.
Yes, retaining. That's another big challenge.
Absolutely. Now, getting clients. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many of us want to be successful here? If we say 1 is least successful and 10 is the highest level of success, where would you rate yourself in on being successful?
Of course,
wanting to be successful, 10. Brilliant.
Wanting.
On a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself. What actions are you taking to be successful? Is it at 1? Is it at 2? Is it at 3? Is it at 4?
Maybe between
5?
I would say less than 5.
And 5. Okay. So if you are taking actions at less than 5 or 6 or 7, how would you be achieving a success rate of 10? It's not possible. So the first thing is organic growth is what I have talked about in the book. Now, there are 2 types of ways to grow your business. One is organic, which is putting effort. The second is inorganic, which is spending money in the market. Now, in spite of spending money, if our basic foundation is not in place, then how will we grow our business? That is what is addressed in this book, Priya. So how do you do that? You find what is known as your niche, and we'll talk about it as we go along. I'll elaborate a little more as we go along. Once you find your niche, you find your target audience. You know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. There's a saying. So you have to stand for something. Don't become an address, become a landmark. There's a difference between being an address and being a landmark.
Correct.
Become a landmark. When you become a landmark, people come to you. People will refer you. When you are an address, people have to go and ask who it is. That's the difference. Third is, in order to become that, you have to build your personal brand. And fourth is, you have to be on top of your preeminence. Yes, I have used some jargons. We will explore all of this. That is the process, Priya, to move from spending on marketing to building your authority organically, and which eventually will help you to grow your business.
Yeah. You put it in simple, the toughest ones, you put it in a simple way. Thank you, sir. I'm sure your book could have addressed in even more simpler ways.
We are going to explore it in detail. Don't worry, everybody will get a nice idea about all of this in this talk.
So we are eagerly waiting, sir. Yes, the next thing what I would want to ask is about the that particular foundational pillar in your book where it says mindset, about mindset. How important it is to develop a growth mindset for a struggling business owner.
Superb question, I would say. Superb. Am I allowed to share my screen?
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir, you can.
There isn't anything, but I want to show you all something by drawing. So I can use the documents and whiteboard, right?
Yes, sir. You're a host, right?
No, I'm a co-host, so I'm just checking.
Yeah, you can.
Or not. Let me just...
You can.
Yes, we are able to see.
Are you able to see my white screen?
Yes,
sir, we are able to.
Oh, great. So just give me a moment. the vagaries of technology. Just give me a moment, right? It'll come up. There it is. All right. So
Yes.
I'm going to draw here something and then explain using this. Let's presume these are 3 circles. Okay. Now, all of you know your passion. Again, vagaries of technology. I'm so sorry.
You can go to T for typing.
Not typing. I just want to use my pen. That's all.
Oh, okay.
And it is because I have not offed this, it is come. Now it will come. Okay, so all of us know our passion or strength, right? For example, I am a CA. So finance is one of my passion. I'm a business coach. So working with entrepreneurs is one of my passion. I'm a trainer. So working with trainers is one of my passion, and I will just stop here because otherwise we will not have time to cover everything. Now, the first circle is who. Who do you love working with? So I'm going to put a heart sign here and say, who do I love working with? So as a CA, being a professional, I love working with professionals. CA, ICWA, lawyers, doctors, interior designers, professionals. Being a business coach, I love working with MSME, SME, business owners. And being a trainer, I love working with corporates, trainers, etc. This is who do I love working with. The next circle is what can I do for them? So this is a check box. What can I do for them? Now, for professionals or others, I can help them with their products. When I say products, for trainers, it is content, their topics, the way they deliver, the way they develop content, the way they market themselves. I can do that. For MSMEs, I can do that. Because I'm a CA, I can help them with finance. Because I'm a design thinking practitioner, I can help them with innovation, so on and so forth. I can help them with a little bit of marketing, which is organic, not paid marketing, organic marketing. Right? This is the second one. And the third circle is money. Obviously, to run your home, you need money. Passion doesn't help you to run your house, right? You need money. Unfortunately or unfortunately, money is also God, but we need money to run our house or sustain in this materialistic world. Now, this congruence here, this fellow here, this is your niche. Okay, so for example, what is my passion? I'm a CA. I love working with professionals. Can I solve their problem? Answer is yes. Are they willing and do they have the ability? Now, I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm also a chartered accountant. But most of the CA, ICWA, CS doctors, having taken the Hippocratic oath, they feel they cannot do marketing. So while they have the ability to pay, they don't have the willingness to pay. So that's not my niche. I will not waste time behind them. No matter how much I try to convince them, they don't get convinced. The second is, I am a business coach. And let's say MSME is what I love working with. Can I solve their problem? Yes. Do they have money to pay me? Yes. Do they have ability to pay me and willingness to pay me? Yes. So this is one of my niche, MSME, SME. So the process is you need to get ticks in all the boxes. You need to be able to identify your passion. You need to be able to identify who you're working with or love working with. Can you solve their problem? Are they willing and do they have the ability? All these are ticks. That's your niche. So you have some strength. All of you agree you have some strength here. Can you type what is your strength in the chat box? What do you think is your strength? Please type in the chat box. or somebody can unmute and say, yes. Have you understood this particular drawing? I can then close this and just we can interact a little bit. Have you understood this drawing? Third one, I am a trainer. So if I say training is my passion, corporate is what I love working with. Can I solve their problem through leadership program? I can help them reduce attrition. I can help them build better camaraderie. I can help them to become better versions of their leadership, etc. Do they have the money and willingness to pay? Yes. So corporate training and business coaching and leadership is my niche right now. And that's what I call myself, right? I said I'm a business coach and a leadership coach. So I'm stopping to share this. I'm deleting this and stopping to share this particular screen. Let's move and see what people have typed. So people have typed something. I'm going to cross all of this and come to the chat. Okay, great. So NLP coaching training. Now, Alagu ma'am. Now, when you say NLP coaching and training, unfortunately, people don't understand NLP. So what is it that you can help people become with your NLP coaching? Try to think from that angle.
Okay.
I don't say I can come and solve your problems in this particular manner using NLP. They don't need to know what I use within my process.
Address their challenge.
Absolutely. Address their challenge. So on the one hand, we are zeroing down. So first fear is, oh my God, will I be able to run my business with just one thing? I also had that fear. But fear is what? False evidence appearing real. There's nothing outside there. We have put it in, and that's the mindset. Where do results come from? If I were to ask you this question, where do results come from? What do you need to do to get results?
You need to failures.
You need to take actions. Without action, that's why I started with that. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you put your action? Okay, where do actions come from? Where do actions come from?
From us, from our efforts.
From our efforts. Where do efforts come from?
From our skill set, from our knowledge.
Where is what coming from?
Passion again.
Where is passion?
Planning.
Planning. Where is planning coming from? Ask yourself, go deeper.
From our mindset.
Exactly.
Attitude.
You think first before you execute something. Okay, now research shows that you get 60,000 thoughts a day. 95% of them get repeated and 95% of them are negative, unfortunately. So we don't execute all our thoughts. There is something else attached to it. Emotion, feelings. It's only what you feel you will execute. A thought is fine, but you have to feel it. If you don't feel that you are a business coach, if you don't feel that you can add value to people's life, you won't be able to add value to people's life. And that is mindset. Where's your brain? Can you touch and show where's your brain? Anybody? Yes. Rashmi is touching her head here. For decision making, Rashmi, it is here. But brain is actually throughout your body. It emanates at the tip of the spinal cord because the nervous system is emanating from there. And all the messages come to your head from there, throughout your body. Just for the purpose of execution, the brain is placed here. Where is your mind? There's nothing called mind. Mind is a creation of the brain. And whatever you set your mind on becomes a mindset. Let me tell you a story. Hira is a monkey. He goes to the jungle. Obviously, monkeys are in the jungle. And he's searching for food. Now, there is a hunter who's put a jar with peanuts inside and a small opening through which the hand can go in. But the moment the hand goes in and becomes a fist, it can't come out. Obviously, peanuts love monkeys. Monkeys love peanuts. So he puts his hand inside, Hira. And then his hand gets stuck in the jar. Now he's trying to pull out. It's not coming out. He will not leave the peanuts. What happens? The hunter comes, takes a beedi, and just gives him a shock. He leaves the peanuts and his hand comes out. And he thinks that the hunter helped him to get his hand out. Now, what are the peanuts of your life? I don't know how to do marketing. I'm not a salesperson. I can't record videos. I've never done that. I don't know how to use InShot. These are our peanuts which we are holding on. That's a mindset. Now, if you hold on to that mindset, you're never going to be able to come out of it. This was my mindset when pandemic started. So that is what you need to let go of. So from a negative mindset to move to a positive mindset, there is a process which is described in the book. Read it. If I tell every year, then this interview won't get over. Read. It's a beautiful process, very simple process. So you turn this dialogue within your mind from I can't do it to I do anything it takes to grow my business.
Yeah.
Ethically, morally. The moment you say I do anything, it's a positive statement, it's a personal statement, it's a potential statement, it's very powerful, and it is present. Not I will do, I do.
I am doing.
I am doing, I do it. And then take printouts of whatever you're saying, put it in your almirah, put it in your bathroom, make it your mobile phone's screen, whatever saver. So every time you're looking at it and saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I am this, I am this, I am this, becomes your mindset. And therefore, mindset is the foundation of your business and your personality. Does that make sense, Priya?
Wow, wonderful, sir. With that simple example, and you actually spoke about mindset actually getting into our mind where you address those questions. Yes, somewhere when we start, we have all those questions somewhere, and actually I was coming to that question, and you already addressed it about that fear, and when you reach your niche, how do you address that fear that was there? Because some business owners, what we do, we feel like, okay, will this work out? Can I try this? Will this work out? Can I try this? They're afraid to narrow down their scope and reach that niche. But yes,
So
that
came, let us presume a conversation between two trainers, mostly trainer community.
Yeah.
Hi Rajesh, what's happening? Arey yaar, you know what? This month my revenue was lower than last month. Same here. And next month, next 3 months, I don't think I'm going to be getting anything. Great. These two people come to me and I ask them, is this really a mindset issue? Just a situation that has happened in front of you. What are you doing? How many days of the week do you show up on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter? I'm not saying become an addict. You may see me, I have posted today. Today is the 2354th day when I have posted consistently.
Oh, awesome.
Now that's almost 6+ years, maybe more. Yes, it has helped. Today, if I don't post, I get messages saying, what happened? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like that. Now, these two trainers, they don't post. They've just got some certifications. And we noticed this trend during pandemic that you just hop from one webinar to another webinar. So you're learning, but what are you doing with that learning?
Yeah.
Where are you applying it? What's the point in learning something and not applying it? So stop learning now, start applying what you do. Even if you post 2 to 3 days in a week, you'll still find a lot of people start following you. You start becoming an authority. So that's moving from niche to finding your target audience, ideal target audience, to building your personal brand, and then building your preeminence. We'll talk about it in this process. That's how it is.
yes, truly, I think living by example. That's amazing,
That's
sir.
about what you're not doing, right? It's as simple as that. You can't write, you can't talk about what you are not doing. That is bookish. Once you do it, you can talk with confidence that it works.
Yes. Authenticity counts. Yes, sir. Yes. Now coming to the next question. Yes, something similar to this only what you have addressed now. Like many listeners, as you maybe even you would have noticed, they're all stuck up with, I'm overwhelmed with competition, economic pressure, slow growth, all these. Now,
Right.
I think you've already addressed this, but any specific message you want to give them?
I will. How many of us actually show up every single time to whatever we do? I can see only 5 people have shown up here. Now people are showing up. See, showing up itself is 50 to 80% of the battle won. You know,
Very true.
to do something is how you do everything. Don't get me wrong. If you're not on your video in this session, this is how you attend all the sessions in your life. If you are a trainer sitting on the other side and addressing somebody, how will you feel if everybody kept their videos shut? How will you feel if I took this session like this? It doesn't make any sense. Isn't it? Think about it. So that is the first thing I want to address. Now, again, let me go back to the whiteboard and show you all something. This is very, very interesting that is coming your way. All right. So if I were to use my pen here, we have our clients, okay? We have our customers or prospects. Say prospects, customers, what is it? Whatever you want to take. Now, both of these have problems which they don't want. Everybody is looking for solutions. They have problems which they don't want. And they are looking for solutions, but they don't have. Does that make sense? They have problems which they don't want. They need solutions, but they don't have the solutions. Isn't this the fact of life? If as trainers, as business owners, as NLP coaches or whoever, if you can combine these two and address their issues, it's a winning formula. And let me give you a very, very simple. Remember this. They have problems they don't want, and they have solutions, but they don't have. So I'm going to delete this and give you a very simple example to understand this. A man built a bungalow, and that's my version of the bungalow, whether you like it or not. That's my version of the bungalow. So that's a door and windows here. He has a picture in which there are 4 generations of people who attended the Graha Pravesham of his particular house, and he's very emotional about this picture. So he wants to blow it up into a big size picture, keep it in this house, and wants to relive those, emotional moments from time to time. Now, what happens? He goes to shop A in his locality, and he asks him, "Do you have a 1/4-inch drill bit?" What's a drill bit? You drill a hole with that in the wall. So the shop owner says, "I don't have it." Okay, this man is a little sad. He says, "Where can I get it?" He says, "Go to the end of the road. There is shop B. Ask him. Probably he'll give you." So he asks the same questions. "Do you have a 1/4-inch drill bit? I want to drill a hole or whatever, 2-3 holes in the wall and hang my painting." So he also says, "I don't want it." So this man is very disappointed and he's now wondering, what do I do? How do I fix this painting? B asks him once again, "Why do you need these? Why do you need it?" Now, a very pertinent question he asks. So he tells this entire story very emotionally, saying that, this Graha Pravesham happened and I have this painting and I need to put this up, etc., etc. So he says, "I don't have the drill bit, but I can help you, sir. If what? I have these double-sided tapes with hooks, okay, with hooks, and which can carry, if you put 2 of them, they can carry up to 50 kg weight. You don't need to drill a hole in your wall, so your walls can remain pristine, and they are reusable 30 times. So one day you can put in your bedroom, maybe a month later you can put it in your living room, and you can enjoy it everywhere. They are about 50% more expensive than the drill bit. If you were in that guy's place, will you buy them?" If you were in that guy's place, will you buy the tapes?
Yes.
Yes. 9 out of 10 in this room will say yes. Why? Because what I told you,
Solve the problem.
problem which he didn't want, he was looking for a solution which he didn't have. And our man here addressed exactly that.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Take another
Yes.
simple example. Came pandemic and all the grocery shops and everybody were facing a lot of problems. They live on day-to-day cash basis, right? And they had to keep all those barcodes, Google Pay, Beam Pay, this pay, that pay, everything they had to keep in order to become digital.
Hmm.
And then came a gentleman called Ashnil Grover, Bharat Pay, and he said, get rid of all of this, just use one code. Number one. Advantage is you have to keep only one code. Number two, you don't have to pay any commission. The problem was that the grocery shops didn't want to pay commission, too much commission, because every scan means they are paying 1.5%, 2% commission. So they are receiving that much less money. And third problem was they are receiving their money after 1 week or 10 days.
Hmm.
A day-to-day provisions guy, they need to buy perishable items, they need to buy goods on a day-to-day basis, they need to maintain their cash flow. So Bharat Pay said, I will not charge any commission. I will allow you to use a single code against any payment app. I will give you your money on the same day.
Hmm.
I will arrange for bridge loans for you to maintain your cash flow. I will make the repayment of it part by part from the daily collections that happen from you. Are you seeing the concept of they need a problem which they don't want? They need a solution which they don't have. What happened? Within, I think, 6 months, Bharat Pay became the number one payment app in this country. So this solution will catapult you to what is known as market dominating position. If you think you have solutions and if you think you can offer them and package them properly, that is what you need to do. And if you can solve problems, you will not just train, you will start dominating the market over a period of time. Remember, this is organic growth. This doesn't happen overnight. This takes time. So either you spend money with the digital marketing, nothing against digital marketing or anybody. Either you spend money with people who don't know your business as well as you do and end up at the end of the day getting some stats here and there you don't even know if it makes sense, or go through this process of building your authority, finding your niche, building your personal brand and market dominating position. And of course, there are many things. If you read the book, I've given you more than 64 tactics in that book, and a lot of other things I've given in that book. So that's what the one suggestion or one thing I would like to say, Priya, to everybody.
Priya, you're on mute.
Thank you very much, sir. I think you're making us think more. What am I going to do? That you have given wonderful ways of thinking and where to arrive at. That's quite eye-opening, sir. We have now spoke about unlocking 2x business, arriving at the niche, and
Addressing the mindset.
yes, mindset. You
And
wonderfully explained and with beautiful examples. Thank you very much for that. And authentic examples, I would say. You have nailed it. You've nailed it. And one point you said, Rick, show up. That's. I think that one point would.
So one message is, work on your preeminence. What is preeminence? Are you 1% better than who you were yesterday, today? That's preeminence. And understand your customers' pains before they do. That's it. You'll become preeminent and work on it and show up every time. Don't run away from it. Not every prospect is going to become your business, which is okay. But You attend 10, what are you doing? Actually, you're practicing the same thing 10 times. You'll become best after 10. And then you see your confidence growing. But if you don't do this at all and keep saying that, oh, my business is not growing, if you read the book, you'll come to know about lead and lag measures. Lead measure is something that is action oriented. Lag measure is something that is historic. Most of the organizations take their budget and budget versus actual variance.
Postmortem.
That's a post-mortem.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to address it? That's a lead measure. Sitting today when results are coming, you cannot cry that I'm going to get only 60%. What stopped you from studying? That is a lead measure. If today 10 people are going to come to your house for dinner, you don't cry after they come and go saying that, oh, I didn't cook proper food. I hope they liked it. No. What stopped you from planning and making the best food for them? That's lead measure. If you take a lead measure, and I'm not saying lag measure is not important. In a cricket ground, if you watch a match, the scorer is important because without the scoreboard, the players don't know what they're scoring. But who's more important? The players who are playing in the middle. They know exactly what is to be done because of the scoreboard. So lag measure is important, but lead measure is equally important or more important. So if you take both, obviously you're going to grow your business. So that's the one, message I would like to give additionally to everybody out here. Take the lead because it's your business. Nobody else is going to grow it for you. You have to grow it yourself.
Thank you, sir. I think you've already been giving answers before I would want to ask. You have already been giving. That was my last question. That is that one thing, one transformational principle that business owners would walk away from this book of yours that can change everything.
Yeah, I'll give you 3. Forget about 1. I'll give you. Okay, first is that nothing good in life comes cheap. Nothing good. I left the corporate world in 2014. Okay, till then, probably all my kharcha put together, including my studies and everything put together, my father would have spent not more than 50,000 rupees on me, or maybe a lakh of rupees. Because education was cheap in 60s, 70s, and even CA is not very expensive. Between 2011 and today, I have spent more than 23 lakhs on upgrading myself. So I've got, not boasting, it is required. If you are supposed to be in this field, you're supposed to be upgrading. Otherwise, you can't just stand in front of people and deliver. So, including a design thinking practitioner certification, including multiple train the trainer, facilitations, games oriented, activities oriented, trainergizers, lot of things I have learned because that's required in the training field. Multiple international coaching certifications, and all that knowledge is what culminated into the book. I'm not saying it's fully there, but most of it is there in the book. So that's the journey, and that's what is there in the book actually. You can read it. It's like a story only, but it'll unfold step by step by step. And second, so first is that nothing in life good comes cheap. Second is there are no shortcuts to success. Anybody who has achieved something has gone through the grind. Third is you are your biggest catalyst or your biggest hurdle. You decide which one you wish to be. Nobody else is going to decide that for you. And that's where the fear comes in. So fear is what? False evidence appearing real. How do you handle fear? Only through fear. And there are 2 ways of handling fear. You forget everything and run. That is also fear. Or you face everything and rise. That is also fear. So they say, Hindi mein they say that the iron rod cuts the iron rod. Loha lohe ko katta hai karke. So fear only will help you break your fear. And my encounter with fear was in 1991 when I went to Abu Dhabi, and there's this place called Alain between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. My first encounter with fear. I saw for the first time in my life a roller coaster. And I saw people sitting in it and vomiting and so much things happening, screaming and shouting. And I said, I can't do this. I'm done. I'll die if I do this. Till lunch, I couldn't do it. But after lunch, my friend said, close your eyes and sit. Whatever happens, we'll see. We are there. Don't worry. And I did it once. I did it 4 more times during that day. And that one single incident changed my perception towards fear in a big way. It helped me to handle corporate fear. If I could do that, I could handle human beings easily. So fear only will help you overcome fear. So the 3 messages are that. Thank you, Priya.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shankar. That was a wonderful thought. And yes, all the challenges come to us as a roller coaster in front of us, stands big in front of us. It's up to us to take that roller coaster ride or just sit aside. No, I don't want to. Yes. Thank you very much for that, those wonderful thoughts. And thank you for these, sir.
So happy to answer any questions if anybody has.
Yeah. Before we ask the audience to, I would like to add a few words, sir. Thank you so much, first of all, for this insightful session. It was awesome. We were all like, enjoying your conversation. And it was like Priya said, to authenticate to examples you had given, which helped us to relate to so many things. I wish I had seen you when I started my business, because as you said, I'm showing up now. I'm a very private person who doesn't even have a DP on WhatsApp status. So then a friend of mine kept saying always, people are coming to you because it's a one, like I started with one-on-one coaching, and people said they need to know who you are. So you start putting your face first. So it took a long time for me, and I totally agree with you that we have to be there.
I'm just pausing for 10 seconds here, and actually only 10 seconds. So the rule is Kulutu Tubururu. Okay, this is the rule. What is Kulutu? KU. People know you first. The Ku becomes Lu, LU. Then they start liking you.
Okay.
Then they start trusting you. So Kulutu. Okay. Then it is Tubururu. What is Tubururu? TU is they try you then. Then they buy you. Then they repeat you. So Kulutu is the mantra for growing your business.
Awesome.
People don't buy your products or services. People buy the transformation they see from your product.
Yes, the solution.
Through Kulutu to Guru. So know you, like you, trust you, try you, buy you, repeat you,
refer you. Yeah, awesome. I was thinking it was some African language, like how we have Japanese keizen and all. I thought it was something similar to that. So I'm sure we all would buy your book. I'm waiting to buy your book, seriously.
In the group, or I'll share it through Arul. Arul can share it.
Definitely.
On Amazon, just type Step Up and you'll get it.
Sure, sir. Yes. So once again, thank you, sir. And I leave the floor to the audience if any questions.
Happy to answer any questions related to this, unrelated to this. You can just ask or say anything. How did you feel? How did
Please ask, more gems will be revealed.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi, sir.
Hi. You have to tell your name, because if your video is not on, I will not be able to know who is this. Somebody...
Yeah, hi, sir.
Yes, who is this? Harish.
Can able to get me?
Yes. Tell me.
Yeah, sir. Yes, I have been logging in with my brother's account.
No problem. Yes. Your good name? I think there's a connection issue.
She's Aishwarya, Dr. Aishwarya.
She's Aishwarya. She's the one who called me. Is it?
Yes, she's the one.
Yes. Okay, great. Yes, Aishwarya, go ahead and ask. You can switch off your video so that we'll be able to hear your audio.
Am I audible now, sir?
100%. Yes.
Perfect, sir. Actually, I was really impressed with your LinkedIn post, sir. We both have some conversations regarding empathy in leadership. That made me to follow you.
Thank you.
When I was entering into this corporate training field, I was blindly scrolling down the LinkedIn profile and I saw your profile by goodness. And I used to follow your posts regularly. And I was really impressed with that empathy in leadership post, sir.
So thank you so much. My one question is, posting the things in LinkedIn plays vital role nowadays. But we people have many of our trainers also will have these things, and we have this conversation as well. We people are having lots of perfectionism. Perfection profit. We'll have some hesitation. What will happen? Whether if I post this, what the people will think about me?
Correct.
Whether it was in a good manner or not. How do you overcome this, sir? When you have started posting the things, and how you will be posting the things from the first beginning stage? I was asking.
So, do you know how to cook?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
First time you made a sambar or whatever, how was it?
I do with little mistakes.
Yeah. Did you know to walk the moment you were born? You
No.
stopped, right? You fell down. A lot of things happened, and then
Yes, sir.
slowly you started to walk. Right. Then about a year later,
Yes,
you
yes, sir.
actually could manage yourself and you could run. It doesn't mean that you forgot walking, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's like that. So, are you doing it for others? Are you doing it to get likes and comments and things like that? It will not happen immediately because people don't know
Happen.
you. If people don't know you, they won't like you. If people don't know you and like you, they will not trust you. So for that knowing, liking, and trusting to happen, you have to show up every single day. You have to give value. Remember that example of the hook. That guy gave value, therefore he got the hook. So first give value. You invite people to birthdays. So
Yes, yes, sir.
return gifts are also given only to those people who get gifts for your child. So you get value first and then you give return gift. Sorry, that's on a lighter note. But an experiment was done in America. Okay, where in a town, a company sent about 100 forms, questionnaires in an envelope. Okay, that envelope was stamped already with the postal stamp required. And they said, please fill up this form, go to the nearest post box and just post it. The same experiment conducted in a nearby town, same experiment, where they put $5 inside the envelope. Rest of the exercise was the same. From town one, they got only 2 or 3 responses. But from town two, they got 68 or 70% response. You see the difference. They gave $5 first. Here they said you go to the nearest post office and you post it, you will get $50. Who's got the time to do all that? But I got value here in this side. The moment you start giving value, people move from knowing you to liking you, to trusting you because you're not selling. Don't be salesy. Our problem is the moment we connect with somebody, we start talking, what can I do for you? What business can I give? No. You will get business eventually. But first give value. And that's the principle of reciprocity. All this is also there in the book. The principle of reciprocity says give so much of value that people are obliged to give you back. That empathy post which you read today is still going strong in LinkedIn, not boasting. It has got more than 120,000 impressions, more than
Amazing, amazing, sir.
reactions. More than 1,000 plus people have connected or followed me on LinkedIn just because of that one post. And I got a business worth 3.5 lakhs because of that.
Wow, amazing, amazing, sir. Amazing.
But
Wonderful,
did
wonderful.
it happen overnight? It has taken 2,000 plus days. It's not that I've not got business in between, but this is one of the big businesses that has come in the last 1 week or so. And that's proof. There is to show that it works. So, does that answer your question? Don't worry
Yes,
about
sir.
what
Yes, sir.
people will
Perfect.
say. That is a problem with us Indians. Log kya kahenge? Log वैसे ही कहेंगे. People still talk about it whether you put or not. You put it for your own sake. Your inner self called Krishna is there inside you. Do it for that Krishna. That's enough.
Yes, sir.
That Krishna will get you life,
Perfect, sir. Perfect.
get you, everything. Do it for that God. Yeah.
Perfect, sir. Perfect, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Any
Thank you, sir.
questions? Please ask. I think we've already overshot the time, but it's It's okay, I'm enjoying.
We are also
We
enjoying
are
the things.
enjoying too, sir.
We are enjoying. We are very eagerly watching you. I was really amazed, Alagu ma'am, by seeing all those posts. And another one post also I have to talk about the post like pampering the person, say, yaar, don't worry, I'm here to support you. That support we people need a lot. That post also, I was really impressed on that post, sir.
So
I
you
think
read
it's like a LinkedIn marketing going on.
You read the book. I have given you a formula how to write those posts. If you
Yeah.
read the book,
Wow, wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
formula, you use that formula consistently, you will not be short of content at all. That
Perfect, perfect.
formula will give you, you can create content for a 1 hour training. You can use that same formula to create content for a 1 day training, half a day training, 2 day training, 1 week training, 6 months training. That formula I've given you in the book. And with example I've given you. So
Very good.
try it out, read it, and then all right, great. Thank you. Thank you for being such keen listeners and being here till the end. Appreciate that.
Any more questions?
No questions, just great, gratitude. Hi, Shankar. I connected with you, sir, on LinkedIn.
Yes.
I called and I'm also want to be an emotional
Neha, your voice is a bit.
trainer.
Could you
Yes,
also?
video, it's okay, no issues.
Okay. You can put your video off.
I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Now you can switch
Okay.
to the video so that we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So just finally, I'm able to join the Leaders Connect. From the first, invite itself, I was not able to join because of the link issue. And then, so finally, I'm glad that I am able to join. And this is nothing
Again, we have lost.
but a boost, that we require. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Okay,
no,
just thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much, Neha, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you. Giri sir. Giri sir is called the water doctor. So he is into Neerindri Amayadu Gulagu. That is his thing. Giri sir.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm remembering this. Even Tamil Nadu government is using this Neerindri Amayadu Ulagu. Even the world, even the entire world has to are using this.
Yes.
And thank you. This amazing session. Since I am in traveling, I heard so many insights today, sir. Really, the one question is you told about the catalyst and another word used
Hurdle.
catalyst.
Hurdle. Catalyst and hurdle. You are your catalyst or you are your hurdle?
Hurdles, Giri sir.
Yeah. I am asking you, we are all MSMEs,
Yes.
whether we are in the catalyst or hurdles or fear, and you told that you can remove the fear with fear. So can you please give some insights for MSMEs, how to get out all this fear, and whether we are in a catalyst mode or hurdle mode? Can you please share the insights, sir?
Sure. So, whether you are in the fear mode or catalyst mode, only you will know. Because if we were to, what are you in some water business, you said, right?
Yeah, I am into water too.
Water business. Okay. So if you are saying that what you're producing or what you're giving is a very unique product in this world, because I don't know exactly what your product is right now, but if it is a very unique product, then where is the fear? What is the fear? One of my takeaways from my father, he's a sannyasi. He has renounced everything in life and he leads a secluded life. Currently, he's living with us because he's 92 years old. One of the key takeaways that I learned from him in my life was, and this is relating to public speaking, and I'll relate it back to your water. He used to say, Shankar, In your own country, everybody knows you. So what's the fear? If you go to a foreign country, nobody knows you.
Then
So
what's the fear?
So if you are selling a unique product like your water, whatever, and if everybody knows about it, what's the fear? And if nobody knows about it, what's the fear? It should reach everybody. And that's where a LinkedIn or an Instagram or a Facebook or other social media today has brought in avenues which help us to reach out without going out of our comfort zone. Isn't it? Think about it. Does that make sense, sir? You have to go back drawing board or maybe connect with me privately if you want. I can tell you what you can do in order to reach the media at large. When I say media, it is social media, because this is organic growth. This is not payment growth. Yes, you can pay and it will grow geometrically if you pay and do this. There are specialists who pay and do this. It will grow geometrically because you're targeting a market. You can exactly do advertising in that market. You can get customers in that market. And if it is unique, then, and if it is solving a problem, people will buy it because they want solutions to their problems. 100% guaranteed it'll work. And if you're so confident, give a money back guarantee and they'll buy it because it is risk free for them. So
the one concept is I want to move from ordinary packaged drinking water to healthy drinking water.
sure.
This
So
concept has
promote it
to
like
reach
that.
the people.
Promote it like that. See, there is a highway that is going. Okay, it's a beautiful highway where more than millions of cars pass every day. About 1.5 kilometers inside the jungle, which is touching the highway, is a glitterati store. Nice lights and this and that and everything is there. There is no board. There's no board on the highway that there is a glitterati store inside. And this man is sitting inside and says, nobody is buying from me. How will anybody buy from me unless they know that there is a store inside?
No
Or
visibility.
to a different example, in highways, a lot of punctures and car issues happen. And there is this beautiful garage like the DC inside. Nobody knows but him. And there's a roadsider. He's bang on the road. Everybody is seeing him and he does quick service and he turns around within no time. Which will sell faster? The roadside fellow. But if you do put up a board to say that there is this beautiful garage inside and what are the additional benefits that people will get, I'm sure that a few of them will come to you who can afford your services. That's how it will work, sir. Does that make sense? The catalyst or hurdle is, for Tamil pesna, I am my biggest hurdle. I can't do this. I keep telling myself, that's the hurdle. But if I turn it around to say, I do this, na pannuven. If you watch Rajnikant, he says, Yem vari illana tani vari, my way or the highway. He's like that. That's not being boastful. That's the confidence that it will work. If you're carrying a unique product, be confident about it and reach out to the world. The world is waiting to get things like that. So it will work. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Thank you. Wonderful answer. Thank you.
Yeah. That was wonderfully explained, sir. You have visibility.
Yes.
And people are ready to pay for the value. If
Absolutely.
you're high priced, if the value is more than that, they are ready to pay.
BNI's principle is that, if you know what is BNI, Business Network, they say visibility leads to credibility, credibility leads to profitability. Because visibility will make you more credible, credibility will lead to revenue, revenue will lead to profitability. And that's their networking principle. All right, excellent. What else?
Any more questions?
Or let's take a group picture, nice group picture.
Yes, sir, of course.
At least for this, everybody open your cameras. Great.
Thank you all. Thank you all for coming on screen.
Sir, I'm eagerly waiting for this LinkedIn post, sir.
LinkedIn post. You will see me post every single day. You go and join whatever, connect with me, you will get the post automatically every day.
Yes, I was following you regularly, sir. I'll be eagerly waiting for this group picture in LinkedIn post.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, please let us know if you're clicking the picture.
Kalishwar, you're doing it?
Yes, I will do it.
Yeah.
Shall I do it? Do we have any posts?
Whatever, you decide, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yes, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Kali, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Very wonderful session.
Feel free to connect. You can take the numbers from there. It's there in the LinkedIn. Everywhere my number is there. Feel free to connect. No issues at all. Happy to help.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
It
you.
was awesome, and
Thank you.
like what you practice what you preach. That's what I want to say.
It's important.
Gave so much value within this limited 1 hour time, and looking forward to reading your book. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Gratitude. Bye-bye.